15 love. We
talked about that strapping the kinesiology tape on the left knee of Novak Djokovic. It's made from 100% cotton. It has a 30% stretch and it mimics the properties of human skin. We saw Lina carrying a different colour bandage, but a similar bandage in the final last night. That is just about the perfect way to start for Djokovic. Well, there's a statement early.
As Jeff mentioned with Djokovic, he knows what's going on out here. He's moved very, very well, and he shows it right here. Murray doesn't do enough with this shot and keeps Djokovic in the point. But I think that after Murray lost that one last year to Federer, he should have won the third set in that match. Then it did knock him around for a couple of months because I believe he expected to win that match.
He is hitting the ball harder than he's ever hit it in his career before.
Love 30.
Well, Murray's yet to win a point.
Yep. And Djokovic, this is his fourth Grand Slam final. He's never won the first set in a Grand Slam. By the look of it, that might change tonight, the way he's come out.
Hits that beautifully, and boy, he accelerated through that one, and Murray no chance to pick it up.
Murray's forehand down the line has been a problem this tournament. He likes to go cross-court with it. Djokovic will know that. He sat on that cross-court forehand in the opening point. When Murray goes down the line, he doesn't get anywhere near as close to the lines as he needs to. Often it finishes up in the middle of the court. That's going to be a problem for him.
Well, if Murray has to play points like that all night, it's going to be a long evening.
30 over.
Did well to get out of court here, though, and strike this forehand on the full run. Great shot from the spider cam overhead. Pretty impressive stuff from Djokovic here. He goes back there 3 times. Murray just having to guess cross court on one of them, but no, good tactical move from Djokovic. Very confident on that shot.
Advantage, Murray. Deuce.
Such a contrast in the opening service games. Djokovic, 4 successive points untroubled. Won the first 6 points of the match, and then Murray is facing a real struggle here. Wincing already at what's going on. Who knows whether that body is causing him to wince.
A terrific return of serve, Novak Djokovic. In fact, he was #1 on the tour last year in return games. Won 32% of all return games in 2010. Murray was 5th best, so they're both very good returners of serve.
Shot that may worry Djokovic, Jeff, as this match goes on, is that 3/4 forehand from Murray where he loops it. He gets it about 2 metres, 3 metres over the net. Doesn't try and flatten it out. And I think that's jumping up, like that rally there. Jumps up to Djokovic and he just misses a couple of those. Be interesting to see how, if he continues with that type of a rally.
Murray is challenging the call on the right far sideline. The ball is called out.
One millimetre in. That'll help.
Deuce. Advantage.
First ace of the match, and it thunders down at 212 kilometres an hour. The familiar face of Andy Murray's mother, Judy, in his players' support box, as usual. 2 minutes for the first game, more than 9 for this one.
This has become a very important game mentally for both players. Murray's had his opportunities, can't get on the board. Djokovic would love to get an early break. Deuce number 4.
Worth a look.
Djokovic is challenging the call on the left baseline. The ball is called out.
Well, there's no pace on this ball, so the line official got a good look at it. Not good enough, though.
It's the third point they've played over here. Third point they've attempted to play.
And Ivanovic in Novak Djokovic's support box tonight. That one was 6 millimetres in.
That's for serve. Advantage, Murray.
Bit lucky there, Murray. He's not hitting the ball with enough length as yet. See that ball landing just past the service line. And Djokovic giving too many opportunities like that. He's got to hurt you.
The longer it goes, the more vital it becomes, especially for Murray. First serve percentage is letting him down.
Not up was the call from Jake Garn, and Murray's a bit bemused.
Wouldn't have mattered, but
No.
Murray looking at him quizzically. Wonder what the replay will tell us.
Well, as you said, he was dead anyhow, Peter. No, he's right, the umpire, he didn't get there.
Yep.
Good call.
That'll test out that left quad.
So will this game. Deuce number 5.
Just under 5 and a couple of replays over
Murray.
challenges, and it's a big struggle. Good serve into the corner on that occasion for Murray.
This is the 16th point of Murray's opening service game. Finally. And that, as Fred Stolle said, was very important.
That's 203 kilometres an hour, that second serve.
Yeah. Well, already he's starting to worry about the tension in his racket as well.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? He's done that a couple of times in this tournament as the matches started. Wasn't happy with the tension.
Thank you.
Well, they probably don't know until they get out there and play. It's a little bit different to being out in the practice court. You come in here, the atmosphere is a little different. Ball travels through the air. They're pretty picky these days. I reckon they can tell it to within a pound or whatever.
He's operating at 50% on the drop shot so far.
That's where I think Murray may be able to make his inroads. He takes the pace off. See how high that ball goes over the net? And then he entices him to play that drop shot. I think that's the tactics that he'll use, is try and keep the ball, not hit with Djokovic, but trying to keep the ball, give it a little bit more air over the net, keep it deep.
Fitting.
A little bit of slice, a little bit of top, mixed it up well, Murray. Last forehand from Djokovic, a little wide.
Gee.
He got away with it.
They did. Strange play from Djokovic. A couple of drop shots. Poorly timed with the choice of shot.
What an opportunity this was, though.
Yeah.
For 15-40, 2 breaks early, boy. And that wasn't a difficult overhead.
Deuce.
Murray will have the edge on Djokovic when it comes to raw power on the serve. Djokovic's quick one for the championships has been 2:07. Murray has got one down there at 2:16.
Murray sends a call on the left serve. The ball was called in.
And he looks at the mark thinking,
Advantage
well, I'm seeing the
Djokovic.
same
Murray
thing that
makes 2
Hawkeye
changes.
is.
Coach Ball's good with that points.
Oh, that's well, Murray should complain about that. Boy, the longest rally of the match, and then you get it screwed up like this.
About half on, half off, Andy, but we got it right in the end.
And interesting that Djokovic didn't elect to challenge. Quite often when there's an overrule from the chair, the other player will challenge. Hawkeye says it was in.
A good call from Jake Garner, but you hate that as a player when you're in a great rally, and that's got to be the longest rally of the match.
Love it in.
Jeff, one of the great things Hawkeye can do is measure the average ground stroke speed of the players, and I think it'd be interesting to see just what has happened early on in this match.
Yeah, there's no question that Murray's just not trying to hit with Djokovic. He's just trying to slow the pace down a little.
Fits in on.
The last match Djokovic played against Federer, it was Federer who really tried to hit with Djokovic, and he played sensational tennis, the Serb. He's got a slightly different look from the other end of the court tonight.
That's Chris.
Well, he wasn't going to miss that overhead. He's hit 2 poor overheads tonight prior to this one. This was a pretty simple one. As Djokovic continues to throw himself all over the court. Yeah, average ground stroke speed there, as we've pointed out to, quite significant.
Oh.
Murray so quick here to be able to get there in time to hit an aggressive shot. He must have been 3.5, 4 meters behind the baseline.
A much more convincing service game from Andy Murray, dropping just the 1 point. That'll do his confidence the world of good.
2 games over.
And as the athletes are doing battle, the stringers are doing their thing. Andy Murray's racket getting the attention that he wanted down in the stringers' hut. Remember, Novak Djokovic won the first 6 points of this match, and now there's only 2 difference. So it's been 16-12 after that in Murray's favour.
Well, there's a new serve. We haven't seen that one. Off-pace kicker out of the backhand. It certainly opened up the court. As Jeff Masters mentioned, this is a different type of match than the match he played against Federer, who was quite prepared to go stroke for stroke with him. Murray's a different animal. Throws up that one, a very high defensive lob, mixes the play up somewhat. Didn't go for that smash at all, just tried to push it a little bit. He blames that on the string, that's on the restring. That's, and you've got to be a bit careful with his language.
I think the lip reader's got the message.
Stringer certainly did.
Djokovic. Love.
Again, Jeffrey, as you mentioned, it's playing on his mind at the moment. Every time he misses one, it's the respring.
That's a 200 plus serve followed by a 141.
That second serve was only 134 K. So he's trying just to slow the rhythm down. Thought Djokovic's timing is not as great as it has been throughout the tournament. It's because Murray is mixing things up a little bit. Interesting stage of this first set now.
Murray.
Well, we've had three very comfortable service games now for the respective players. And each of those three games dropping just the 1 point. Fred, to exemplify the point that you're making about Murray mixing it up, as we look at Eureka Tower in the centre of Melbourne in the distance, and the crowd's out in Garden Square and Grand Slam Oval enjoying what is going on. Murray's quickest serve is 216, but his average is 150. So there's been a massive variation in the speeds that he's serving.
It's always made Murray so good, and people believe that he has options of winning on any surface, is he does have the ability to change things up pace-wise. He can slow ball you, he can accelerate, he can volley. He's got a lot of different skills.
Couple of big forehands there from Djokovic.
30 love.
Just clarify that average second serve speed is around about the 140, 150 mark for Murray. So there is still that enormous variation in what he's giving Djokovic.
That's one area that Djokovic is concerned about, I think, against Murray. He's going to get a few short balls from Murray that need to be attacked, but he doesn't like attacking and coming forward, Djokovic. He hesitated. You can see he's just on the service line, and Murray likes to counterattack, so it's really an interesting equation.
Another first serve into play, another point won by Novak Djokovic. He's only lost the 1 point so far when the first serve has gone into play in this first set. 92% conversion. So the pattern continues. The server giving up just 1 point again.
Very invited there, Djokovic's long-time coach. It's good play from Murray. I like that slice slow up the middle of the court. That gives Djokovic very few options from which to be aggressive.
Interesting that Djokovic just grabbing at that shoulder. We believe there might be a bit of taping on that shoulder.
The sooner they get that racket to him, the better it is.
Yeah. Well, for the moment, he's just going to have to deal with it. Simple as that.
Just the type of rally that Murray's looking for.
40-15.
Good defensive skills from Murray, and he's playing again from another 2 meters behind the baseline, further back than Djokovic throughout that rally.
Well, the crowd trying to get involved in this match. It's not a match that they've had magnificent highlights to get excited about yet. It's just been a real tussle.
Yeah, there's been nothing exceptional, and that's what Murray wants. He wants just to almost slow ball Djokovic and allow Djokovic to become a little frustrated, go for a little much from nothing balls, and at the moment it's succeeding.
Unforced error count at the moment. Djokovic 15, Murray 11. Winners count very similar. Murray 7, Djokovic 6.
Far too many errors against winners for this to be called a great match as yet.
It's sort of a subdued atmosphere, Fred, in the stadium at the moment. Everyone's waiting for something to happen.
Just by way of what you just mentioned, as far as the winners and unforced errors, it's not somebody that's getting out there to get the crowd going by playing brilliant tennis or a couple of brilliant shots. It's mostly errors from both ends of the court. It's keeping it close.
Murray is challenging the call on the right far sideline. Ball's got in.
This is wishful thinking, I think, also.
Murray has one challenge remaining.
That's the first time we've seen Murray open his shoulders and go for a forehand. And good defensive skills from Djokovic. 25 shots in the rally. Well, he's got the new rackets and he gets the new rackets and comes up first point, he serves a double fault. What does that tell you? And that's a big point at this stage of 4-5, above 15. If he misses the first serve here, Djokovic has the chance to go for a big shot off the second serve. Not so though.
15 all.
It's interesting, Fred, how both players are very frightened about coming to the net against the opponent. Murray had Djokovic so far out of court there, still was reluctant to come forward.
Murray's only been in 3 times in the set, and Djokovic has been in there 4. So it's primarily a baseline battle here.
20 shots in that last rally, and it could turn into a very important one.
As Fred said at the first point, the double fault when you're serving at 4-5. First point's big, and Murray gave it away with a double.
Oh, he missed the easy one. That was the easiest forehand of the entire rally.
I think it's just too tired, Fred, to hit it.
Big rally.
38 shots in the rally. And now the crowd are invested in this match.
Well, he's got a couple of set points now. Huge rally there and some great retrieving and unbelievable skills from both players here. But then Murray, when he had the chance to hit the passing shot, Djokovic sort of had to come in. Missed the easiest one.
Both of them taking every second that they can and then some. Novak Djokovic looking to win the first set of a Grand Slam final for the first time. A very late call. Murray's going to challenge. I don't think he's all that hopeful. He's walking to the chair. And that is the set. It's still in his head.
15 love.
Pretty good touch. That's the first one he's attempted. And he was spot on right from the start. Flipped it over the top. Murray, no answer at all for that.
40 love.
Murray is playing in his 94th Grand Slam match tonight. Of those, he's been behind after the first set 24 times. He's only managed to win 8 of those.
Good shot from Hawkeye there. And the bounce that he gets off that serve, it comes up in a hurry.
A love game to begin the second set.
15 love.
All is not lost for Andy Murray just yet, even though things are starting to look a little bit grim. Because remember, we were saying a similar thing the other night in the match against David Ferrer. Some reassurance coming from his support box.
Not sure whether his reactions are sarcasm or... Well, it's a very important game for Andy Murray if he was to lose this one. Go down an early break.
As I mentioned earlier, Fred, I think Murray hits very, very few forehands down the line. It just means that he's not spreading Djokovic as wide across the court. Djokovic is hanging in that forehand corner for any forehand that Murray hits. Almost inevitably goes back across court.
They're going for the solution for the eyes again. That was a problem with Djokovic the other night.
Pressure again from Djokovic.
Well, if he is having problems with his eyes, it's amazing that he couldn't find room for a bottle that is about 2 inches long
in his racket
in his
bag.
racket bag.
Did that the other night, though, as well,
Yeah.
didn't he? Call for it. I guess they carry that over in the players' box.
So there was an example to me there of the problem that Murray has with his forehand. He had a very good serve wide to the Djokovic forehand, got him out of court, and his next forehand into the backhand corner of Djokovic wasn't good enough. He doesn't like that shot.
Well, he's got to pull his socks up a bit here. Break point early in the second set. Needed that delivery big time.
Juice.
Pretty well directed that last serve.
Advantage Djokovic. Djokovic is Jones in the call on the left center service line. Both go in.
No, I think it's a little further back.
Yeah, I think it's good, this one. It's out. Yeah.
2 millimetres.
Gee, this is a huge opportunity.
Djokovic got the right mark. So that could be one of the decisive moments of the match. A Hawkeye challenge, a difference of 2 millimetres. Djokovic got a peek at a second serve and took advantage of it. And now Andy Murray has got a large problem on his hands.
Very poor choice this from Murray on game point down. It shows to me a lack of confidence in his ability to thump a forehand and come to the net. Look where Djokovic is. That ball's almost at waist height when he gets there. So yes, he's quick. Very poor shot and poor choice from Murray. Costly.
It's the same thing you're talking about.
Yeah,
he won't go back to the backhand. He wants to just get it cross court.
Yeah.
That one was flattened it out, but just no pace on it at all.
Yeah. We'll talk about his forehand shape in a minute, Murray. Whoa, there's the splits.
Oh, that hurt watching.
15 all.
Got a tear in the eye, Fred.
30-15.
Just from a technical point of view, Murray, when he hits his forehand, he hits constantly on the outside of the ball. His swing shape is outside in all the time. So that's a natural cross-court shot, but he finds it very difficult to go down the line. Djokovic can go down the line or cross-court. And what happens after a while is obviously a player just sits on that one direction. So Djokovic he's not having to cover his own backhand corner hardly at all whenever he hits to the Murray forehand.
And Jeff, just at the moment, he's got that look about him that Andy Murray can get sometimes too.
Yeah, it's flat. It's
nonchalant, isn't it? Yeah.
There's no spark.
This is over. If he loses this game, you can put down your glasses.
Unforced errors in this set. Djokovic 2, Murray 9.
He lifted way up on that ball, lifted straight up in the air, took the ball a couple of metres out. Love 30 has another look up to the players' box. Face, he wasn't flat bracket face, didn't open the face enough to make it. 3 break points.
Djokovic can sense the kill here.
That was a terrible game.
Murray broken to love.
Just doesn't believe at the moment. You can see it in his demeanour.
Looks tired, Fred. He just looks emotionally and or physically tired. Very flat. There's nothing there.
Well, that was impressive, but if you're going to keep on doing that, they're not going to go in all the time.
That's just do or die. You realise this set's done. The only way you can get in here is just explode and hit outright winners and hope that he can hold serve a couple of times. That's 140k return on the forehand. Too good at the moment to serve.
15 on.
This is not up to Murray's speed, though, either. He'd normally track this down. That's lethargic.
$30-15.
Look at the respective body language of these men. The look in the eye of Djokovic. Murray, shoulders slumped. Things have been upsetting him almost from the word go.
24 unforced errors, and 14 of them have come from the backhand, which really is his safe shot.
Mum can only sit and watch and hope for a miracle.
That's what happens when you're confident. You can climb on second serves, and at 5-love, you just got to, that's 2 meters inside the baseline. He ran around a forehand to hit a backhand. The last time we had a 6-love set in the men's final was the third set of 2006 when Federer defeated Baghdatis. And it is very much on the cards here. Set's only been going 27 minutes.
Please.
Crowd doing their best to cheer Andy Murray on. They want to see more than 3 sets, but by the look of it, that's what they're going to have to put up with. They'd just like to see him get on the board in the second. even then, somewhat subdued acclamation.
Djokovic leads 5-1.
Most people thinking it's just forestalling the inevitable.
In this set, it certainly is. We've played 2 sets. There has not been one serve and volley point played by either player. Murray's been to the net 7 occasions. Djokovic 8. So it's all been done from the back of the court. Difference in his second set, though, from the back of the court. Murray has won 2 out of 20. Djokovic 18 out of 22.
Love 13.
Where's all this come from?
A little lapse in concentration, 5-zip. You're leading 6-4, 5-love. Lost concentration a little. Not enough to lose the set, though, I wouldn't think.
There's one on the breaks back.
Love 15.
One of the first times Murray's tried to go down the line with that forehand and finds the middle of the net. And look, I'm not sure what's happening with his eyes.
Love 13.
This could prove to be a very short-lived comeback.
Djokovic is challenging the call on the left near sideline. The ball was called out.
It did look wide to just get the outside though. Nope.
15:30. Djokovic has 2 challenges remaining.
Made one.
Down the line,
Yes.
Jeffrey, down the line.
First
There
one.
you go.
I've been hanging out for it.
You can hit it.
30 all.
How well has Djokovic defended, though, those high lobs? It's at least the 3rd occasion tonight he's hit that defensive lob to get back into the point. You can see Djokovic wasn't looking for that one down the line. Maybe that's his strategy, hit 100 in a row cross court, then go down the line.
Surprise.
Was.
Well, we've written him right off at 5-love. I think he'd written himself off at that stage. But
40-30.
if he can hold here and get it to 5-3, then it's Djokovic who is under the gun. We close out this second set, and he has been serving very well, but he will know that Murray has come back with a little bit of a run at the moment.
Deuce.
They're our seagull friends from the other night.
At least they're staying outside the stadium tonight, which is good news. Oh, that's fabulous from Djokovic. This could blunt the revival.
That was an incredible rally. Turn a defensive situation like he had in there to just a brilliant, explosive forehand attack. Got him there, and look at that shot. From our spider cam above, you could see the angles created by the players. Set point.
So the second set finishes the way it looked as though it was going to finish for most of its duration.
6 games.
Change of tactics, going to the net.
One of the big numbers, gentlemen, from that second set was the points Andy Murray won when his second serve was required. He won 2 for the whole set. That equates to 14%.
Love 30.
Well, Peter, this will break the mould if this happens, because every time I sit with you, we're here till midnight in 5 sets.
Andy Murray could keep the string going, Fred. You never know.
You never know.
Doesn't look like it at the
15,
moment.
30.
Looks a long way from that. I know you talk about the 3-hour mark with him. Going beyond 3 hours can hurt him, but he doesn't look like he's going to get anywhere near 3 hours at present.
No.
That's pressure.
Well, Murray's trying to pick up the pace a little bit here early in the 3rd set. It's desperation, but he's trying to pick it up. He led Love 30 here. Trying to be positive during that rally. I know what you're thinking, Jeffrey. You're thinking done and dusted, aren't you?
Yeah, I think physically there's something just not right with Andy Murray tonight.
Murray sends in a call on the right baseline. The ball is called out.
Djokovic almost convinced him to. He was indicating that the ball was good, Djokovic.
For the points.
Jeff, as much as it's got the feel of a match that Djokovic is completely in command of, he simply cannot afford a lapse in concentration here.
No, absolutely not. I mean, to get to the finishing line against anybody in a final of a Grand Slam's a challenge, particularly when you're up against someone of Murray's caliber. But I think it's just going to be a matter of mental strength for Djokovic, that's all.
Advantage, Murray.
His last 2 service games, Novak Djokovic have been very sloppy. He was broken to love in the previous game. Of course, got the break back straight away. Down a break here at the start of the 3rd, though. There is the break.
Love 15. 15 all.
Oh, under. We heard that a few times the other night.
Well, he's giving it right back. This is just a loose forehand, a mid-rally forehand. Break points now. That was, as Jeff Masters would say, a very tired overhead.
Yeah, I'm just not convinced he's physically himself tonight, Murray. I think he's carrying an injury and he's trying very hard not to let on with it, but his mobility is ordinary. It's normally one of his absolute strengths. Man in the middle there is Andy Ireland, his physio. And you can see there, that's just, he's just not moving. If you're not moving well in this game, you can't possibly play well.
Djokovic is challenging the call on the right far sideline. The ball is called out.
I think it just missed. In. What a good challenge. When things are going your way, that sort of thing will happen.
Murray trying to pick up the pace and match Djokovic shot for shot, but that's not going to happen at this stage. Trying to flatten things out a little bit on the ground.
By the way, Fred, I did a disservice to one of your old mates and one of the greats, Rod Laver. He actually came from 2 sets to love down to beat Neil Fraser in the 1960 final as well. So it's happened 3 times in the history of the Australian Championships.
With a brain cramp.
30-15. Djokovic is challenging the call on the right service line. The ball is got out.
I think that's the code. When the chair umpire says it was close, they challenge. And I don't believe there should be a code there. Well done. The fact that Murray and Djokovic have accepted the fact that they are 3 and 4 or 3 and 5 in the world, it's given him a little bit more desire to come back and challenge the top players. And people say that Roger Federer was not too happy when one of our tennis colleagues said, well, you know, maybe it's a changing of the guard. And Roger was not too happy with that comment. Said, hey, it'll be a while yet. But tennis is a changing game, and these two fellas have been, Djokovic particularly, been 3 in the world for the last 3 or 4 years.
He's finished the years 2007, 8, 9 and 10, ranked number 3. Murray has managed to overcome a 2-sets-to-love deficit 4 times in his career. Once in Davis Cup against Andy Ram, twice against Richard Gasquet in Grand Slam play, and once against Jürgen Melzer at the US Open of 2008. Vastly different proposition here. And all of a sudden we're back to stand and deliver again.
The big thing that Murray and Djokovic have got going for them in 2011 is the fact that both Nadal and Federer have so many points, particularly Nadal, so many points to defend. They have to get through and win those Grand Slams again to stay where they are. They've both lost points down here, and that just helps the cause of both Djokovic and Murray as this year progresses. Quite a few folks feel whoever wins this match tonight may go on for the rest of the year and possibly finish #1, depending on how Federer and Nadal perform at the Grand Slams.
It's just about all you need.
Deuce. Advantage Djokovic.
Five aces now for Murray.
Needed that one right in the corner. Well, in my mind, these are as good as match points. Saved one, last one with a big serve. Needs another one.
Only just managed to crack the 50% barrier with his first serves into play, Murray. That was always going to be a difficulty if he was going to achieve only that number.
Not a bad answer. Again.
Mum Judy's doing her level best. Every time something positive happens, she's up and out of her seat. Hasn't been enough. Just long.
Advantage Djokovic.
He's come up with three monstrous serves to that court. 4 break points saved now in this fourth game. The Scotsman continues to hang by a thread.
Advantage Djokovic.
Just can't get anything going. This is 4 break points in this game.
5.
5.
Yep.
So they're like match points here.
Juice.
I feel like it's just the final death throes in a sense. Murray just throwing anything he's got left at Djokovic, because I don't think there is much else left.
Advantage Murray.
Boy, that was a big return.
Deuce.
Teed off on that return. Actually ran round a forehand to hit it again.
There's that returning of serve again. He's one of the best in the business, Djokovic.
Advantage Djokovic.
Now this brings up break point number 6 for this 4th game, and this surely would be the straw that breaks the camel's back if he's converting this one.
Tripped there as he went to volley. And again, I think he's just struggling with mobility.
Oh! Is that the beginning of the end? And if so, what a way to do it. It typified everything that Djokovic has been about in Melbourne in 2011. He just chased everything down.
Absolutely tremendous gets here to stay alive, and now the final onslaught. He knows how big a point this was too.
Love the team.
If this dream, this seemingly impossible dream, is to stay alive, then surely Murray must break straight back here. Just a little window of opportunity.
15
Making
14.
a tactical mistake here to let that ball bounce.
He was well inside the line and allowed Murray back in the point. And he needs all the help he can get now. An opportunity to break back and get it on serve again in the third set. Is it a little too late?
Murray is shouting the ball on the left center service line. The ball is called in. Murray has 2 challenges remaining.
Another brain cramp. Who would have thought this?
Well, if Murray can just hold serve here, it does put a little bit of doubt into the mind of Djokovic, who knows he's been playing very well and he's let his man off the hook somewhat.
38 love.
Murray letting rip with a couple of big ground strokes in that rally, but he was so deep behind the baseline at the time that they just weren't that effective.
Oh, couldn't happen at the worst time.
30.
4 double faults in the match so far for Murray. 2 of them in this current set.
Djokovic yet to have one for the match.
A lot of breaks of serve in this set.
4 so far out of 5 games. Might be 5 from 6.
It's very unusual.
Thank you. Please.
Now it's time for the Serbian to start showing outward signs of frustration and yelling.
Advantage Djokovic.
Both players directing a lot of attention at their player boxes, venting their anger at times.
Use.
Murray electing to hit this smash on the full. He only just got this. He got this in the top of the frame.
Wasn't much effort in it. Not much follow through. Not much anything on it. But it's juice.
Advantage Murray.
That was a must-hold for Andy Murray. He's come up with the goods. They're still believing. The crowd are still hoping. Wonder what Novak Djokovic has going through his mind just at the moment.
It's pretty good hold there from Murray because he is frustrated. He knows he's been down and out here, struggling in this third set to stay alive. But to his credit, he's continued on with the job. And they're trying to keep him going, get the adrenaline flowing so he can maybe scrape out of this set, get a set, make it into a match.
Big service game, this one for Djokovic, Jeff.
Very big, yes. I mean, in his mind, Djokovic, he's thinking, hang on, I've had 6-4, 6-2, 3-1 points, 3-2 points for 4-2. And all of a sudden it's 3-all, so a little bit of self-doubt creeping in.
Murray now trying to pick up the pace. The first set he was content to try and roll the ball up over the net about 5 or 6 metres and stay in points. It worked for a while, but he couldn't finish off the points. Now he's trying to finish them quickly, and Djokovic is starting to miss a couple.
15-all. Djokovic has 2 challenges remaining.
That's a big serve at a big point. 205 kilometres an hour. His quickest of the night has been 208.
And Murray yelling at himself to move, but this serve was pretty accurate, right in the corner, and it was hit the 205K.
Oh,
Boy, where did that come from?
15 love.
little reach for the
15
left
all.
quad.
So annoyed with himself, Djokovic.
He's so close, isn't
Yeah,
he? That he's
just-
got to close the door. It's tough to do.
He just won't go away. How about that for a defensive lob?
Yeah, they've been fantastic. I think that's 4 from 4 that have been perfect.
Throws it way up and it bounces within a couple of inches of the baseline. Can't do much with it, then start the rally again.
Might be the last hurrah here for Andy Murray at 30 all.
Oh, he's made it.
What a shot. At 30 all, the biggest point of the match. He's drawn out of court and then threads it down the line and hits the paint.
You can see how flat he hits that shot as well. That's why he doesn't like to hit this shot. He hits it hard and flat over the highest part of the net, shortest part of the court. High risk, makes it. He knows it.
That shot was noteworthy from Andy Murray, not only for the shot, but also for the fact that it was the first time we've seen him smile out there at all tonight. He's a very intense young man when he gets out there on the court.
Advantage, Margaret.
Winner number 25 for Novak Djokovic.
Boy, he's hit that shot well all night too. Pretty happy in the Serbian player's box there. Another big serve, missed it.
Here's another one of those pseudo match points you were talking about, Fred.
Yeah, well, this is another big one because Djokovic was all over that point. A great point for him. It was a tough serve, good serve, and then a return. Stretches him out on the volley, and he was all over that last point. Before it bounced, he was right there, ready. Good racket work. And basically, again, as I said, as good as a match point.
He's one game away. Andy Murray just about a broken man.
Well, he broke his racket just then as he thumped his shoe. He's going to change it. I think it's just indicative of how really this match has been one-sided. I mean, Djokovic has had 18 breakpoint opportunities for the match. He's taken 7 of them. So really, Murray could have been in a whole lot worse condition had Djokovic taken even more of his opportunities.
Murray's had 4 for the match.
Thank you. Please.
For the championship for the second time in Melbourne.
Fifteen.
These baseline rallies also, Djokovic has won 75 of them and Murray just 40. So nearly twice as many from the back of the court, and that's where most of the match has been played from.
Thank you.
Laver anxious, wanting to get it done quickly. The shot was there. Seventeen bounces the ball.
30 all.
Well, he's missed his favourite shot in the last 2 points. Really, normally very safe and accurate with that backhand, but pressure of the moment. Pretty great here at 5-3.
Please.
28 bounces that time. That's a few too many for me.
Well, he came here to Melbourne with a different shaped body, a different attitude, a more powerful game than he had in 2008. That year, he walked away with the championship, and he's 1 point away from doing what seemed inevitable since early in the second set. For the second time, Novak Djokovic ascends the mountain and reaches the summit in Melbourne. Djokovic adds 2011 to his triumph of 2008, the only Serbian man to win a Grand Slam championship. Novak Djokovic is once again the king down under.
Ladies and gentlemen,